in order to do the flower, what we're going to do is I've inked the edges of these, and I use the smoothie. So I'll take this out here, and I'll get my little sponge. This is another way that you can do it with sponging. It comes as a round sponge, and I just cut it into quarters, so it goes a long ways once you get it all cut. And like the sponge dauber, this also washes clean, and you can use a completely different color on it next time if you want. Or sometimes I have several colors going on at the same time. So once again, that just kind of adds a little bit of color to the edges. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet each one of these little things down with some water. I'm actually using from my little spritz bottle here. So just get it damp, and then you're just going to crumble. And you're going to do that with all 6 of them. Probably, 2 or 3 squirts, or however many look good to you. And I kind of like inking it first, because see how when the water hits it, the ink kind of goes in, and so it looks like it's blending into the paper. Kind of gives it a nice finished look on the flower. I don't know, maybe a little bit more of a natural look to it. And I'm just wadding these up and setting them aside for now. And you may want to wad them up more, you may want to wad them up less, kind of depends on, like I said, your personal preference. Now, what I did last time to my flower was once you have it wadded up, you're going to open it back up again, and it's going to be all wrinkled. This is a really good look for a leathered look. As a decorative piece to your scrapbook pages or your cards, you could do a leathered look to it. Excuse me for a second. Of course, the kids probably won't answer that, but we'll just have to wait. We're not going to be doing this too much longer. Always something. I'm surprised the kids haven't come down yet, yelling for something. So here you go. Here's these. Now what I did last time is I went ahead and I took my smoothie ink again. And just to give a little bit more color on top, especially like on these Colonial White pieces, I just dabbed a little bit, and see, kind of gives it a little bit more. The wrinkles take on the ink. Maybe that one might be underneath. I'll just kind of give a little bit of extra color in there. So you can do it as light as you want or as dark as you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give them a little bit more of a spritz. That way the ink will spread out again into the paper. Kind of smooth it out a little bit. Now your next step is going to be, you're going to take your paper piercer. There's a reason for this. And you're going to stack all of your paper flowers, whichever order you went, whatever you'd like. I went with the white on the top, so I start off with the pink at the bottom, and they don't have to match up perfectly. Just as long as they're kind of stacked on top of each other. Now they're still going to be damp, and you want that because you're going to be scrunching, so you want them to be pliable. So then what you're going to do is very carefully, without poking your fingers in the back, you're going to take your paper piercer and you're just going to kind of twist it and work it all the way through those layers. So like I said, there's 6 of these flowers. You could probably do it with less, you could probably do it with more, but I had seen this done on another blog where she'd use the paper piercer to do this. So once you have your paper piercer on there, you're just going to start scrunching all the way. And you want to scrunch up those little pieces all the way up around the bottom part of your paper piercer. Give it a little bit more dimension, a little bit more depth, scrunch it up, a little more wrinkles. Really make that flower pliable. You're going to do that with all the layers all the way up. You'll have to excuse my voice. I've had a cold this past week, so it doesn't normally sound like this. I feel like I'm going back through puberty again. So I get high pitches and low pitches, and at some points I can't even hardly talk. So I know this doesn't look like much right now, but then what you're going to do is very carefully, you need that center, very carefully, we're going to put this brad in the middle. And that's just going to secure all of your layers together. And then you're just going to scrunch it well until you get the desired look that you want with all of your layers. Oh, looks like they're trying my cell phone now. Sorry about that. I guess I can wait another couple of minutes, huh? So anyways, you just kind of scrunch, and you know, it doesn't look like much right now, but the more you scrunch and the more you kind of play around with it, the nicer it looks. And then, you know, afterwards, sometimes I even go back, and you know, flowers all look different. So not two of them are the same. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the same with, you know, snowflakes. So, and then if you want, you can go back and add a little bit more ink to the edges, just, you know, what you have on there. And with the scrunching and the working and the kind of playing around with it, eventually you will get one that looks like this. And this is dried, and it just stays as soon as it's, as soon as it dries up, it stays in the position that you put it in. So I went ahead and I put a little button on top of it because I wasn't especially thrilled with the way the brad looked, but the brad kind of helped keep it all together. The leaves are from a pattern paper, and then the bottom of the thing, this strip here, is what goes on there. So you're going to tape that on and roll it around to the back side of it. And the same goes for this piece here. You're going to just take it, adhere it to the back of it, and bring it over to the front. The closure stays closed with a magnet, a little tiny magnet that I found. I think I bought these at Archivers, but I'm sure like Hobby Lobby and Michael's and that will carry them too. And all I did was just stick it to the inside part of this along with the ribbon handles. You can do that one of two ways also. You can take the ribbon and you can smash it in between the book cover and the paper, so then you don't have this showing on the inside. I think either way it looks good, so I opted for the easier of the two. This ribbon is from the Pink collection, and it is smoothie, so it matches the cardstock and the colors in this in the Mayberry. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me lift this back up here again. I hope that I was able to show you and hopefully explain everything in an easier fashion. Maybe not easier, but I don't know, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and we'll see. Maybe I might be making a few more. Who knows? If you liked it, leave me a comment. If there's anything that I left out, if you want to see step-by-step directions, something a little bit more detailed, let me know. Let me know what I can do to improve it, and maybe I'll continue making videos. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great evening, day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. So thank you very much.